Let's bring you Midday Views business update now. Good afternoon to my colleague Devin Murugan joining us from Cape Town today. Devin, so as we brace for a potential public sector strike, I see there are warnings it could hurt the economic recovery that the country is planning.
Yes, good afternoon, Brian, and you can understand why. We've just had a 7% contraction in the economy last year. Machinery was stopped, business activity came to a halt. And economists and analysts are saying if that happens, even to a shorter extent, this year as a result of the strike, it's the last thing the economy needs. We're told we could get economic growth anything between 3.5% to 3.8%, but any stoppage, any halting in the turning of economic activity could lead to our efforts to get this economy back and running again. It could be dealt a heavy blow. So economists are urging, of course, government and the parties involved in the wage negotiations at the moment to be speedily find a resolution. Government says it will offer the unions 2.8%. You've heard the unions calling that absurd. So it's a wait-and-see situation at the moment, Brian.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking to the union. One of the members, they of course Satu a little bit later on the Midday View today here. Devin, I see that energy giant Total declaring a force majeure in northern Mozambique.
Yeah, Brian, it looks like it was almost inevitable that this would happen. I mean, let's talk about this. The liquefied natural gas project in northern Mozambique. I mean, you're talking of a $20 billion investment. I mean, this is one of the largest investments in that gas project this continent has ever seen by the private sector. And it's had to put an end to it. So what this force majeure literally means, it means that the parties involved in this contract are no longer obligated to follow through with the contract simply because there was forces beyond their control. In the case of force majeure, it says an act of God. But the bottom line is that we have a project which, a decade ago was seen as lifting this country out of poverty, seeing money filtered down through communities. That has now come to a sudden halt. We've seen exactly the deadly insurgency in that particular area of Mozambique. So one wonders, what does it take to get a project like this in Africa just brimming with success? I suppose it's the curse of African resources that many have written about in the past, Brian.
Thank you very much, Devin Murugan, for the latest business news here on the Midday View.